Now here we're talking about Samsaramaxxers. Or basically the dudes that basically love, I would say like love life or it love this realm to be honest, or the love the world of video comment to be honest, dude. Or the enjoyer, the enjoyer. That's it. The enjoyer. This is the enjoyer though. The life enjoyer though. To be honest, in this realm, the Samsara Maxers itself, or just the one that loved this realm itself, love the realm itself love the realm itself of dependency and connection. Usually, the ones is basically the tribes in this realm. To be honest, though, to be honest, in the context of tribing, what the heck does that even fucking mean, dude? To be honest, dude. This realm operates on love itself. Operates on love itself. It's basically in a sense is the greatest fruit itself. Is the greatest fruit, or in a nutshell, that freaking like that fruit that hang literally on the freaking ravine though, or close to the freaking ravine to be honest, dude. Just freaking like a straight like freaking like sticking out in it to be honest, dude. Like just basically branch like sticking out there, like holding that stuff. That's basically the freaking love itself. There's basically kind of in a sense there just basically kind of like a bait, so yeah, love is equals to nourishment itself. That's why everyone wants love itself, and the one that enjoys life itself is basically the most closest to this idea itself. There's nothing itself there really like a loving life itself, but loving life itself as in a context itself of basically just that notion. But in a sense, humanity. Oh, I know I remember itself like Nietzsche itself like said that like quote itself. I know it's really freaking like loud outside though. That basically Nietzsche said that quote to be honest, dude. If you know that what humanity itself is basically just love life itself. It's not love life itself. So yeah, basically itself this idea itself of continuance and progression or perpetuation. It's perpetuation. Humanity have loved life so much itself they become so attached to it. There, in a context itself, they build, they made yearn or long for goals that's so freaking unrealistic itself though, and with the wrong systems or basically the wrong rules, or just basically not even just the wrong rules to be honest, but just a wrongness, or just basically opposition, or just basically freaking like or basically all the presidents just have like just have like freaking like six like lifespan to be honest, then like 6 years of lifespan there, and they're doing everything for the good of everyone, and that 6 year of lifespan there, like that's freaking impossible, dude. Like a freaking building itself would be built like freaking like 2 to 3 years or something. You see how fucking stupid that was to be honest, dude. You see how fucking stupid that was to be honest, dude. Or you just put it to just to put it to focus, or scope. It's just freaking dumb. Humanity have loved life so much itself, that basically even resistance or force itself is just included in that. Like we're fighting for the sake of the children. We're fighting for the sake of this and that and this and that though. This and that and this and that. But all of those intentions are just covered in just this fucking dung to be honest, dude. They're just basically just blinded by their crusade. They're blinded by their crusade of quote unquote love, but they're just basically like using that itself. This is basically this is a mass itself to just hide what the heck they were to be honest, dude. I remember in Krishnamurti itself, this is basically this love, this just kind of like this attachment to be honest, dude. Or just basically the security itself, or just this intense focus, or this concentration, or um conflag concentration, or just this concentration, or just this utmost focus on something, to be honest. utmost fo- Utmost focus on something, to be honest, and an idea itself that attachment attachment exists, as attachment exists, or basically this stiffness, this stiffness, or this stiffness itself, or basically this, not resistance, to be honest, is the right term, but basically this observed, this being observed, or just surveillance itself, this comic, this knot, or just basically this tension or pressure itself, this exists as being, observed, oh, secure or something. And in a sense, humanity is kind of like that. Is basically kind of like, not really like an incubator, but basically he's basically a full grown chick, a full grown chick, but full grown chick. He can go outside, to be honest, dude, but he's just waiting for his fucking mom to fucking like tell him that, yeah, you can go play with the boys now or something. Just kind of like a mama's boy. And the entirety of humanity is that they're literally like dependent, or like dependent, codependent, or so reliant on something, that something like basically an artist that really like wants like a feeling to get them going, or some get them going, or do art, kind of like that. Humanity is like that, though, that need one of cope, that we need one of cope, of wanting of wanting, or what what supposes or summated or cement one's existence to to the reliance of, um I would say, like, distractions. Yes, basically a part of cope, or basically this, the need of others, to be honest, dude. Not the need of others in a kind of like, need of others is kind of in the sense of just basically, I'm okay by myself. No, 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 no. But in a sense of being like babied, to be honest, specifically just in this fucking stupid, if one lives in this, basically in fucking like the Philippines itself, or just basically this eastern countries, this fucking, the fucking like countries here, the countries here is just familial, or just basically just of filial, or just basically, just family stuff, to be honest, there, when compared to West, about like individuals as countries, to be honest, dude. We here is just basically being babied, to be honest, dude. And just basically that, basically in here, like, when if you're 20 plus or something, you're still kind of, you're 20 plus something, um if you're 20 plus or something, you will still live in your freaking like modest basement, to be honest, dude, and still probably be a neat or something. It's kind of it. This creates a reliance itself of something, because they attach or cling to life, to be honest, instead of letting that go, to be honest, or letting go of that letting go of that attachment, to be honest, not attachment, or basically the letting go, or just basically extinguishing the freaking fire or passion, to be honest, dude. Or finally letting it die, to be honest, dude, because it's really just attachment is just more like freaking like a freaking more like a freaking like a burden or a baggage that you don't even want. And just, you know who freaking conjure that is, the mind. But you know who conjure that is, the mind. And you don't really, you're not the mind. It's not your fault. It's just basically this thing that creates freaking stuff, fix that stuff, and continue on doing, brought up that stuff, fix that stuff, just really is in repetition, to be honest. It's not really your fault. But letting this go, or just basically this resistance, to be honest, or just this letting go of basically of being, caress and just needed of basically the being whole or just finally being independent regardless of what, like independence or some, or basically being sober or some, being sober against like freaking like alcohol just copes, to be honest, dude. That's pretty much it. Mr. Scales out.